Hello everyone, my name is Jared Beckwith, and today on MayfieldClinic.com I found a wonderful article that explained exactly what an EEG is, or an electroencephalogram. A quick overview is, an electroencephalogram, EEG, is a non-invasive test that records electrical patterns in your brain. The test is used to help diagnose conditions such as seizures, epilepsy, head injuries, dizziness, headaches, brain tumors, and sleeping problems. It can also be used to confirm brain death. So if the person has no EEG waves, almost no amplitude, pretty much no amplitude, that means they have brain death. But how does an EEG work? The billions of nerve cells in your brain produce very small electrical signals that form patterns called brain waves. During an EEG, small electrodes and wires are attached to your head. The electrodes detect your brain waves, and the EEG machine amplifies the signals and records them in a wave pattern on a graph paper on a computer screen, shown in Figure 1, right here. There are several different ways to conduct an EEG. A standard EEG recording is done in the office and usually lasts an hour. You may be asked to do a sleep-deprived EEG, which requires you to only have 4 hours of sleep. Abnormal brain waves may appear when the body is stressed or fatigued. So this is why you don't want to have that much sleep, so you can get the right brain waves on the EEG exam so the neurologist can make the decision on what seizure disorder that you have. The exam usually takes 2 to 3 hours in total through the hookup and the takeoff of the equipment, plus going through and actually measuring your brain waves. And there's another type of EEG called ambulatory EEG, which involves wearing a portable EEG recorder on a belt around your waist for several days or weeks. The EEG recorder, along with a diary you keep of daily activities and drug doses, helps the doctor relate your activity to specific EEG recordings. So with an ambulatory EEG, you will have the EEG system with you on all times. And if you have an episode, you're going to want to record it on the notepad so the doctor, the neurologist, can go back and look at the EEG data at the moments where you have your events or seizures, whether it's passing out or having a seizure or something else. Video monitoring is available in specialized centers for patients with frequent seizures or sleep disorders. You stay in the hospital monitored by both EEG and a video camera. This is like long-term monitoring. This allows you to be observed during a seizure so that your physical behavior can be monitored at the same time as your EEG. So you can get it on video as well for the doctor to make the most accurate diagnosis. And if you're interested in what a seizure looks like on an EEG, here you can see electrodes are attached to the scalp in various positions to detect brain waves. The EEG recording shows a generalized spike and wave typical in a seizure right here in the middle. You guys can see that seizure part. What does an EEG show? An EEG measures electrical activity that your brain makes. It does not measure thoughts or feelings, and it does not send any electricity into your brain. It is most often used to determine the type and origin of seizures. For example, if you have a seizure disorder, the EEG can show where the abnormal activity in your brain comes from and can help distinguish between generalized or focal seizures. An EEG is of value for diagnosing epilepsy only if it detects patterns of epilepsy. If it doesn't detect the right patterns, you may still have epilepsy, and ambulatory monitoring or video EEG may be necessary in the future. EEG can also detect abnormal brain waves after a head injury, stroke, or brain tumor. Other conditions such as dizziness, headache, dementia, and sleeping problems may show abnormal brain patterns. It can also be used to confirm brain death. Who performs the test? A technician can perform the test in a doctor's office, a specially designed clinic, or in the hospital. For example, every single EEG that I've done on a patient has been in the hospital. How should I prepare for the test? Well, make sure your hair is clean, freshly washed, and free of any styling products. If you have any long hair, do not braid, tie, or pin it up, because we're going to have to make marks on your head to mark exactly where the electrodes go. And you may regular meals, but avoid drinks that contain caffeine for at least 4 hours before the test, because caffeine can affect your brain waves, and which would also affect the test. And do not nap before the test, because most of the time we want you to fall asleep for at least a portion of the test, and continue taking your medicine unless your doctor tells you to stop. What happens during the test? Well, you'll be asked to lie on a table or sit in a reclining chair, and about 20 small electrodes will be attached to your head with washable glue. The technician may ask you to do several things during your test, such as asking you to open and close your eyes, breathe deeply and rapidly, which is hyperventilation, or look at a flashing light. Most of the time, you'll just sit still with your eyes closed. What happens after the test? Well, the technician will remove the electrodes and you should wash the glue out of your hair. Usually at my lab, we try to get as much paste out as possible with a warm washcloth. It usually comes right out, but afterwards, definitely take a shower. All it is pretty much salt. It's nothing bad at all. And what are the risks of an EEG? There's absolutely no risks from getting an EEG. And now you have to be wondering, how do I get my test results? A neurologist or a doctor who specializes in brain and nervous system problems interprets your EEG. He or she will communicate directly with your referring doctor, who will in turn discuss the results with you. So the technician can't discuss the results with you right away because they are not a certified neurologist and therefore cannot interpret the results and make a definite diagnosis. So it's going to take a while to get your test results. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are blessed. My name is Jared Beckwith. Subscribe for more videos. Hit that like button. And I love you guys.